sir. Sir, would you like to mention few things about yourself?
Um,
Like how would you describe yourself?
okay. Uh, I am Himanshu, and I am just senior. I am from just a senior batch. I am from IT, from the last one, and yeah, right now I'm at Amazon. In my post is system engineer, and that's it. I love chicken.
Okay.
If you want to add something new, and I love reading cricket commentaries, and I love MCU, DC, Harry Potter, everything. Related.
So would you briefly tell us about your journey from the first year to how you got placed? Like all those 4 years, briefly.
Okay, uh, I'm not someone who is very serious. Okay, I was good at studies from the start only, and I'm back at I think 8th of August 2016, and for the first few months it was all like, okay, I have to study and I have to do my steps, I have to do my whatever that are given to me, and everything was like you have a plan, right? So that you need to do those things, and you have something in your mind that okay, I need to be a good student, and I need to do basically all the things that are required to be a good student. But then I met my gang. We were popularly called Bakchor gang. So yeah, then I met them, and everything changed. Actually, I there is something specific about me. I don't know. Uh, my friends will agree on that, and that is that whatever I read, I have a very good retention capacity. So I don't need to revise the things which I have read in the class, and that is something which has helped me a lot to get through the semesters. And um, so yeah, I never revised whatever was taught to me in the class, but at the same time, I knew that there is a fine line between carefree and carelessness. So I was carefree, but I was also at the same time I knew that I cannot ignore the studies for a longer period of time. So before the exams only, I used to teach my friends about the steps that were going to come in the semester, and like that only. I ate chicken, and with chicken and fun, the semesters got over. That's it. Um, yeah, I was
Sir, and
good at coding. Yeah. Should I continue, or you asking something?
yes, sir. Please continue.
What extra courses? No extra courses actually. Um, See, you need to understand that if you think that you are good at coding and you'll practice that only and you'll crack big companies, then maybe you are wrong, because uh, Amazon doesn't, mm, what to say, it doesn't only ask something which is related to coding only. You need to have the basic idea of every subject that you go through your entire 8 semesters. The coding round which I faced during when I was appearing for the Amazon exam, it wasn't that much hard compared to Code Vita or what is that coding process? Hack with Intel, right? So the coding round was easier, but they see how do you perform in pressure, because I remember my interview time. They took entire one day, okay, and they like give kept you asking for half an hour or hour and a half, and they asked questions about everything, like from OS to system programming to networking to kernels. They even asked something which I haven't even heard of at that time. So you can see you cannot ignore anything. So like I often see people, they will say that okay, this is not related to coding, I will not study that. But that's not it. You don't need to be perfect at coding to crack these exams, because um, like I myself was an average programmer, and I can take, I think, 10-15 names of the students who are way better programmers than I am. So you can see, right? But I got the package. I got a bit lucky also, because I cracked the exam, even though I was reluctant to give the appear the exam in the first place itself. So, but I knew that if I go through the coding round and pass the coding round, then I crack the interview round, because I had this in myself, that okay, my coding is average, but my all other subjects are also good. I knew that, so that helped me a lot.
Sir, most of the people like juniors and even us, they are directionless. Like from the starting, they don't have a planned goal. Or how did you start? Like from the first year itself, you had the concrete plan, like which company you want to get placed in,
Actually,
how to
I didn't
prepare.
have a plan. Yeah, this is something that you cannot plan for. Your mindset needs to be like that only. You cannot think that I need to study for 8 hours. You cannot think that I need to. Would you believe if I say that I never practiced at hacker rank or hacker? I didn't, because I knew, I went for the concepts. I was lame at Python. I still am. I don't know Python. I can probably say that I don't know Python. Okay, I was in love with Java, and Java 2 point was something which really helped me. Um, I never wrote programs. Like I practiced it sometimes in my laptop, but I never wrote it. It was all in my brains. Whenever a new topic or new concept which about Java which hit me, I used to think that okay, this is something which I should try in my next program. Even though I won't get the result, but I will try and see what's the output. So yeah, I completed Java, and okay, because at the end of the eighth semester, I was at the end of the seventh sem, I was a bit um, what to say. I was bit um, very much confident about the point that whatever questions they will ask about Java, I will be able to answer. So they give you a choice there, that which programming language do you prefer. So yeah, that's it.
Sir, about those rounds, like,
Hmm.
could you tell it like in a detailed manner, like how you went, which exams, then technical rounds, GD or anything, which skills to develop?
Okay, yeah. So I will basically have you a walkthrough of the all the exams and the interview question that I went through. Okay. So the first round was coding round conducted in our campus only. But Amazon didn't come to our campus. It was a pool campus. What they did was they conducted exams in every college. And once you get through that coding round, you will be called for the interview. And the interview was held in KIT. And so the coding questions were easy, like the kind of question that you would expect in TCS NQT, a bit more harder than that. At least for me, it was like that only. Someone who have gotten harder questions, but for me, it was like that only. I got lucky, or I don't know, but I got easy questions from the coding round. And there they had three options, I think, three or four options from programming language to choose from. One was C, other was Java, Python 3, and Ruby, I think. I chose Java, exactly, obviously, and mm, uh, there were uh, two questions, I think, and I cleared both of them quite easily. And some days after the result came, and we were some were like 12 of us were selected for the interview, and after that we were called to the interview in KIT, uh, and there we had two to three rounds. The first round was coding and HR, and there the level of question that they asked, it didn't require coding, but yeah, they wanted to see how logical, how is your logic building actually, and whether you know your basics or not. So they gave me the question that was my question was, and I quote it: build a function, actually write a function which takes a tree as an input and uh, gives true or false whether the tree is a mirror image of itself or not. The question was such. So okay, so at first I was like, how will I build a tree in Java? So I could have used this Goldie guy. Okay, I know him personally. So these are from my gang, Durga Vipojas. Okay, so yeah. Uh, so I asked the interviewer there and then and there itself that can I use collections? Collections is a topic in Java. So they said that no, you can, because collections is something which will give you option to or by itself only. You don't need to write like in C. You write no you make a structure and then you create a pointer, and after that struct pointer you make you make trees and then you do whatever the calculations are needed. But in Java you can do directly with using collections. But they said that you cannot do that. So I directly asked them, how can will I do that then? I don't know C. I knew C, but I was not enough confident to answer the questions in C. Um, so he asked me that how do you make trees in C? I said that I make a structure and then I make the variable of a struct type, and that is a pointer basically, and then uh, uh, fill the data and connect to the next nodes. Then he said that what is the replacement for structure in Java? I said class. I said classes. And then then he smiled, and I knew that I was on the right path. And I said okay, so I will make a class and define a class and then make some objects, and then with those objects I will make a tree, and I can access the mm, what to say the values at that object using dot operator. I will then I said that I will pass the uh, left node and right node in the function and check use recursion and check that whether if the functions the left and right are equal to each other or not, and if they are equal then the same function will be called again and again. If not equal then it will be false. Then when there is false. So he was like, okay, you know recursion, you do trees. So he wanted to check whether I know recursion or not, or whether I could come with the idea of using recursion in this program, function or not. So you need to know your basics. Basically, is what I want to say. Okay, Vinod, hi, thank you. And
So, like,
when I finish, then the second question,
uh,
what you
means
were saying
one
something?
person has to go through this like data structures and algorithms. Normally, people ignore, like they want some internship experience or means coding experience in suppose as you said hacker ranks or hacker forces. So like should we focus on this part, like even in class we ignore these things, like we will see it at those that time when the interview thing comes and all, like from the first year, second year, third year, we don't focus on those parts, like we don't even practice. Once syllabus is done, is done.
The data structure.
Means data structures and algorithms. Normally
Actually,
people are building
your
fields
voice
like be it
broken
web
in middle.
development, Android or something. But at this part, they means when coding interview questions are being asked, even seeing it like aren't even reading it completely. Leave apart solving. Like how do you advise that to a beginner? How to
Um,
start it?
I will start afresh actually. Um, you know what? We think that we generally get dejected by the thought that we do not know much, but actually we do. We just need to be confident about whatever we know. Um, uh, as Dhoni said, actually I'm a big fan of MS. He said that whenever you are batting, there is actually more overs than you actually think there is. So basically, yeah, there is more time than you actually think there is. Even if you like, if you are in third year, and you will think that okay, I have only 1 year and I have to learn programming, and you get dejected and say will say that I won't uh, and say that I won't be able to do this, and you will just drop that idea. But there is 1 year, right? And programming is something you can learn in 1 month if you have the basics right. So that's it. Just believe in yourself and do whatever you are doing, but have that basic mindset in your mind that whatever the questions will come from that area, you'll be able to answer that.
So was Microsoft a dream company, or you had some other plans or backup plans?
No, 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 no. Actually, we didn't have any idea that Amazon was coming. So uh, it was just like it came. Um, I didn't even want to uh, appear for the myself that if I will go to the interview round, then there is a more possibility that I will be able to get through it because I was confident in whatever I had read before that. So that's only. So the things are basics. If you are asking that what we need to study, I will there are 4 or 5 things, and that is something that all of the juniors or even the fourth year need to revise, and that they are the data structure, the OS is very important, and even the commands that you were taught during your system programming classes, that Linux commands, and networking is very important. Mm, and what more? Uh, if- so they will ask that what programming language you are comfortable with. So yeah, basically those things only. And you need to know dynamic programming. You need to um, like apply logic of how to solve that rather than writing codes. So coding is not everything. You must have the logic. So I uh, read in the poster that I am someone who has coded his fate. I haven't. I haven't coded my fate. I just kept my basics clear. That's it.
When you heard that schools and samples of they are coming for, then how did you first prepare? Like all those days, you're like rigorously going for interview round questions, practicing them, or were you working more on your CV, like adding other more of your projects, or like what were you doing in those days?
So okay. So um, let me tell you first. Recurrence is not something that it is. So okay, I got you. First, raise your bar. So if you hear the words like recurrent programming, so categorize these things in the easier ones because in real world hackathon and coding the bar is so much higher. It is I always thought that recurrence is something which I must know. Dynamic programming is something which I must know. Those are the basics only. Basics is not hello world program or palindrome program. Those are not basics. Something that nursery students can also do if they are taught. Yeah, raise your bar. Think differently that what you are considering to be a hard problem might be an easy problem. Yeah. Practice those things which gets repeated every time in interviews. So and I practiced from testpod.com. So it's a very good website for practicing stuffs. I practiced even I was preparing for TCS NQT with time, and there you get the company name and questions respective to that company only. So there you can practice questions, and if you feel confident enough that you know everything about programming, or if you think that you are confident enough uh, that you will be going solving all the English questions or even the reasoning questions, then I advise you to attend the Infosys section of TestBot. And believe me, your confidence will be great. Uh, Try English section of test, and you will be able to judge yourself then. And there are some more sites. If you are going for hackathon, then CodeSafe, HackerRank, these are the best platforms. But I didn't aim for that, because this the level of question that they ask, they want pure coders. I was not a pure coder, uh, so you get the difference, right? So that's it, regarding the hackathons and all. I think. Want to
So then about those
follow up
people
on this?
who got rejected even after trying their best, they got rejected from this interview round. What would you advise them, like how to cope with such rejection and
Um,
not to lose
be
hope?
confident actually. The interview, you need to understand that whoever comes as an interviewer, he himself, very rarely it is chance that he will be a coder, or he will be someone who knows all the subjects. He just sees how confident you are with your steps. Like, before Amazon, I cracked FSS, and there the interviewer was someone who didn't know a bit about coding. So they just you can answer the questions and how you are different from the other ones who are selected for the same interview. So you don't need to be the best. You just need to be the better than the are going to come before, that are going to come after you, and that have come before you. That's that much. You just need. I remember a guy. He is a very good friend of me. So during our FSS, he is a way much better coder than I am. So, um, um, so he topped in the coding round, okay, but he didn't get even selected for FSS. I'm not targeting him, but I'm just saying that what use the knowledge is if you are not able to present it, right? So if you have even 50% knowledge, don't let the interviewer think that you have that much. Always show that you know much more than you actually know. I'm not saying that you boast about whatever you know, but at least don't come your weaknesses in between. So know your strength and know your weaknesses, and try to uh, show only your strength. And don't feel dejected if you ever get what mm, not if you ever do not get selected in the interviews, because there are always more chances, and Silicon is such a big institution. It has taken it takes so much loads of money from you, so it will bring some company or other. Even uh, uh, for our batch of students, even the company comes now. So you can see this is the time where the company for the current fourth years will come. But you will get your chance, but you need to be prepared for that. It's not that you will pass the coding round, and when you go to the interview round, then I often see students who will like say that I am not confident enough, or I am my legs are shaking and that. But you don't need to do that. The interviewer is not going to kill you. He is just friend of yours. He wants to take to you in the company. It is you who will. If you get rejected, then it is you who said to him that I do not want this job, because it showed in your face. It just showed in your face.
Sir, first, during your selection, first you got the internship of Microsoft, right? So,
Microsoft?
we,
I
what
don't
were
know
your
actually.
means? Uh, you got the internship first, right? Then after they got means your procedure for getting the
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking.
Is it audible, sir?
Yeah, now it is.
So yes, sir. So while you were doing the internship there, then how were you manage? Means what were your commitment goals? Means we are having that 75% attendance thing. In that, on the top of that, so many assignments and all such things. How did you could perform your best in those internships so that they could notice you and get you selected out of it?
So yeah, mm, so I will tell you my journey from internship from getting the PPO, right? So I am someone who cannot control his anger. Okay, so at this time I had my friends with me. So the project that I was working during my internship. So uh, just know this thing I am telling you from now only. Internship is way more harder than the actual job is, because they test you how much pressure they can take. They already know that you are capable enough of writing the codes and uh, making solutions for every question that comes through. But they test how much pressure can you take, and even if you work hard, they won't appreciate you, because they want to see that you will be really able to stand out or not. So in Amazon, it is like that only. I don't know other companies how they behave, but it's not that they will scold you, but they will keep go on adding things, giving more tasks, and will say you to complete it on time, and they will even. I was threatened that I want to get the PPO. PPO is the pre-placement offer. So uh, so I was even threatened that I will get that. But yeah, uh, after working throughout the day, I used to get so much frustrated. Then I used to call my friends, I literally abused them for everything that was happening with me. I just said that you listen, okay, I'm saying this, and I just used to task them with my words. I used to abuse my managers, everyone, and after that I used to relax a bit and then carry on with my work. That only, because after getting the internship, it's very likely that they will take you, because during the internship they are spending in you, right? So don't want that they don't want to reject you actually after that. So yeah, just you need to uh, maintain your calm in that pressure situation, right? And also you need to be a have luck on your side, because in our team everyone who was intern got selected for the job, was given the job. Eight of us, and we all got the job. So it also depends on the team in which we all work in. And you need to maintain a good relationship with your peers and managers and everyone who is helping. And after going to the company, you need to get you need to understand the fact that not you are not the only one who is talented there. Everyone who is working in the company knows way much more than you currently do. So you must respect the fact and always try to eat chicken. Okay, I will throw the party once we meet Ritvik and Smriti and Goldie. Shout out to Manish actually.
So,
So
sir, and regarding like what kind of advice would you give to the present batches or junior batches? Like how to start? They're getting. Should we do competitive coding or should we go for hackathons or should we simply blindly put projects to get some internship experience from other small companies and enhance our resume? Like how to start first?
start from the basics. Actually, if you are from CS or IT background, then it is a must that you must know one or two programming languages, right? And whichever programming language you choose, uh, you need to be knowing almost everything that the programming language has to offer before targeting such big companies. Like I went for Java and I can say that I know a hell lot of things in Java. So and I'm confident that I can answer whatever the questions related to Java are put on me. And I cannot ignore your classes. Every class, I will go the semester classes. Every class that the teachers are teaching, which is very important. Pay attention in the class. You cannot take this thing for lightly. And Ajgar is Python actually. So I'm a bit distracted with the comment section. Sorry for that. Yeah. So um, here I was. Yeah. So you cannot take lightly the classes. So there are some very important subjects like OS, data structure, system programming, networking, automata. These are the things that you need to learn anyhow, and make a habit in yourself that some people are like that, like we'll get passing marks in the exam and we'll give more time to coding, but uh, in doing so, you are habituated of scoring less marks in the exam, and it will be reflected when you will be actually sitting for the coding, for the coding round. So actually, make a habit to score good marks in your exam also. So in that way, you will be like confident from the very first, early stages of your engineering career that yes, I can perform in the exams, and yeah, and whatever related to hackathon and all. So there are some big platforms like Coursera and HackerRank and HackerRank where you can practice your skills. And um, if you are going for competitive coding, choose Python rather than Java. Even some I've seen some guys who coding on C++. C++ is also a very good language for competitive coding only. But the fact is that nearly 60 to 70%, or I would say 80% of the industry is based on Java. And we're talking about the service-based companies like Infosys and TCS. So have in mind that while targeting big companies, have in mind that you won't let go the smaller companies also. You must have a backup plan, right? So so I chose Java because I knew that the scene of the industry is such that I need to work on Java later. But also there are some new technologies which you need to learn, like learn machine learning. So do projects on machine learning is must in interviews. They will ask questions on machine learning. Mm, uh, yeah, and learn web technology. React is the recent technology that has a lot of buzz in the market. Start from HTML, JavaScript, and then shift to React, and just keep testing yourself with whatever you learn. So I did two projects on machine learning actually. So whatever uh, basics that you learn in whichever technology you choose, try to apply that. Okay.
So next we should be going for the Q&A session. Sir, you are having a lots of fans here. So is anybody having any doubt or any questions for him
Okay, some hacks.
from audience?
I think the audience
So do
is
mention there.
being totally.
Big fans of yours there.
Yeah, share your knowledge actually. I like teaching my friends. The entire Skyline was our favorite area during our exam. So I used to sit on one particular bench, and the rest of my friends were like one bench completely to this side and one bench completely to this side, and I used to teach there. They were shouting loudly. I used to shout at them if they didn't listen. So yeah, so whatever knowledge you have, teach them. teach your friends, and then it will increase.
Uh, One person is if they are from technical background, then can they switch to how can they switch to Python or any IT background or coding background? They're from electrical
Actually, you
background.
don't need to. Are you asking your voice broke? But as far as I was able to collect you, are you asking like switching from one programming language to another?
Uh, Sorry, sir, I couldn't get you.
Are you asking about switching from one programming language to another?
Uh, Not exactly. I'm asking if like students, those who aren't from CS, like if they're from other electrical backgrounds,
Okay.
then we don't have that curriculum in the classes also. So how can they get a detailed schedule or anything? How should they follow?
If you are not from CS background, then to be honest, you need to work hard. You need to put well, a lot of more efforts than normal students do, because apart from your regular curriculum, you need to uh, study the entire curriculum of CS also. I am saying the entire curriculum because I have mentioned throughout coding is not everything for bigger companies. So you need to start with a language. For starters, I would say uh, learn C, because C is something that which is the basic. So you in C you do not get the predefined functions. So you while learning C you will get to know the stuffs on how they work in real. You will be able to see that, and one don't stretch C for more than 2 or 3 months. 2 and 3 or 3 months is enough to know very much about to have a very good knowledge of C. Then switch to a programming language which you think that you will be able to cope up with. Python is something that um, like you can go to Python. Python is a very good language, but you get all the functions there predefined, so you don't need to do much. You just need to have that basic logic, and the functions will come to you to help you to get you out of any situation in that. My advice is go for Java, because Java is a very bigger. Java has a very bigger scope and bigger needs a very bigger needs much more time to uh, expertise than Python, because Python is, as you know, is open source, right? So you are using one function, and later someone may come that this function I have got a better function than that this one. So, but in Java it's not like that. There is a function, the syntax is like that only, and you have to use that only. So, and also the theory that you need to learn before learning that function is also very much. So while you do that, you will be able to clear a lot of your concepts. So then go for Java and learn different platforms. Enroll yourself in, if you are if you have some time, then enroll yourself in some coaching classes. I do not say go to attend the coaching class in offline, but in online mode only. Rather, there are many platforms which provide tutors for free. So join them and just read and watch videos if you are not able to get through some uh, doubts, and yeah, and also give yourself some time to relax. It is very important, and chill out with your friends, uh, and whatever your favorite dish is, eat that every day. Mine was chicken, time and again. I can die for it. So eat, drink, and study and repeat. Have fun. Your video is stuck. I think your video is stuck. Actually, we were free. Flipkart best है या Amazon? Actually, they both are good at. How can I like compare between those two? I am uh,
Sir,
very small compared to those two giants. But yeah, I would say I would prefer Amazon because rather than Flipkart because Flipkart is currently doing business only in retail, but Amazon on the other hand is doing business in retail as well as in all the services. It has AWS situation. So Amazon is. I would prefer Amazon rather than Flipkart. So the one who asked this फ्लिपकार्ट बेटर है या अमेजन अगर फ्लिपकार्ट बेटर होता तो फिर फ्लिपकार्ट का
so the, the last we'll be taking from it's from Smriti Shah. She is asking, sir, इतना फोकस कैसे रह पाते थे आप? लाइक कॉलेज में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स होता है, आपका हमेशा 9 पॉइंट कैसे आ जाता था? हाउ सर?
as I told that I have very good retention capacity. Once I read something, I will be able to tell it after 2 months or after exactly after 2 months, 3 months after that. So I have a very good memory power. So revise your things. I didn't need revision, but for you, I would say revise and pay attention in the class. There is no need to do revision if you pay attention in the class. So they never in BPUT. I don't know the once you are in autonomous, right? So I don't know the type of question that you did, but in BPOT they didn't they didn't have questions which are too deep. So if you would listen in the class, then you would be able to use this for more. And also share your knowledge. I always used to teach my friends, and they have helped a lot to clear my doubts. They used to ask questions, and yeah, like it was not that only I was teaching. We collaboratively taught each other. Actually, so have discussions before going to exam. This is get a device for which in your currently playing movies.
Okay, sir. You sure would be having a very busy schedule, but still you could find time for us. Thank you so much. And
Yeah,
due to time restriction, we have to go close it. Like so.
yeah,
So we had a very wonderful and insightful evening with you, sir. Hope the audience has also felt the same.
yeah. I also feel that I don't know how will it go, but I hope that it went well and I tried to say whatever I and that's it. So big shout out to the next lead who conducted this session and big shout out to Nitish actually who contacted me and did the arrangement. So yeah, so I'm a very heartily thank you to you for asking me this question and conducting it very well.
Welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
So, and thanks to the audience actually and to specifically for Manish for constantly asking questions about PUBG, which I am new at playing. Thanks to Aich, thanks to Smriti, thanks to Goldie, thanks to Prayas, thanks to everyone, thanks to the one who is watching this entire session on my request, who is not even from my college. So thank you for that. And yeah, Exactly.
Okay, sir.
Bye.
So we would be ending the session. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye, sir.
Bye. All the best for your career.